Okay, we're going to do a review on the Vangoa VKG8600 keyboard. This keyboard is actually pretty small, which is nice. See the size of my hand? I'm going to say that this is about 7 inches wide and 37 length. It fits perfect in front of a computer, so when you're watching a video you can learn and play along with it. This thing has a built-in sound, and it also has touch responsive full-size keys. It's got a great sound to it if you want to play quietly somewhere, or maybe with headphones. If you want to play with this for like performance on stage or something like that, I would definitely recommend putting it into some kind of an amplifier or external speaker like I have right here. There is a significant difference, big time. This sounds very distorted if you play some of the other settings on here, the different sounds like organ and stuff like that, until you put it inside of the external speaker. Then it sounds amazing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to plug in. Now on the side here you'll see there's a couple different ports. You got your power adapter, which is 9 volt. You got a USB MIDI right there, so that means you could use this as a MIDI controller, or use it for different piano games and things like that online. A phone out is what we're going to plug into to go to our external speaker. The audio input, that means you could plug your cell phone into this and play along with a video or something. You got a sustain pedal right there that could plug in there, and the on and off switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, plug it into the phone, headphone out. We're going to go over here and we're going to turn the amplifier on. And there's a big difference of the sound. It's definitely got a really good sound to it. There are 99 different styles in here that play the different background beats. You could change them. You could do a lot of different things. There's 99 different styles. There are 127 different voices. So you got your piano, and if you go through here, there's 127. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to scroll through some. Here's your rock organ. Different kinds of things. Here's the Hammond organ. Definitely got the organ sounds. There's a lot of different ones you could think of, from saxophone to whatever. They're all in here, 127 of them, all the way up to sound effects. There's sound effects of a telephone ringing, things like that. There is no number keypad. You have to physically go up or down. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. You can record and play back music. And there's an area where you can actually record different channels that it says that it has, that you can actually do your own recording in. As you see, there's 70 programmed songs already, but you have up to 87, from 71 to 87, to program your own. So you can put your own songs in here. It's definitely nice. It's great for, like I said, sitting around the house, practicing, things like that. Or if you plug it in to an amplifier, you got some great sounds. It's got all the functionality of like an organ. You can hit the chord button here, and it'll do your one finger chords. See, there you go, we're jamming. You can change the progressions. And it's got a prelude and a tail, so this will do like an intro or an outro. Watch this. So you know, it'll do that for all the different sounds. And it's got key drum pad. So if you hit key drum, you can find your drum, find your different drums and stuff. It's got all different kinds of stuff in here. So that's your key drum. But again, there's so many different sounds in this thing. Chorused piano. I'm not gonna be able to play a lot because I only got the one hand holding my cell phone with the other to do this video, but it definitely has great sounds to it. I recommend it. Like I said, it's small, it's easy to carry, it's great for just, you know, bringing over to your buddy's house and playing along with them. But I will emphasize, the speaker is not the best that's built in. It's not made for jamming and things like that. It's made for practice and doing things like that. If you want to play with a band or just get a nice sound out of the keyboard, you're going to want an external speaker. Straight up. The external speaker puts the bass in it, puts the better sound into it. It's not distorted, anything like that. I would definitely, if I were to rate this from like a 1 to 5 stars, I would give it 4 stars because the speaker that's built in isn't the best. But when it's plugged into that, I would give it 5 stars. It's just definitely got a great sound to it. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a keyboard or something you want to play around with. It's great for a first-time beginner learning how to play the piano. It's great for a professional. It's made out of metal. This is aluminum alloy. This is not cheap stuff. It's made out of metal, and it's got a whole metal backing to it, which is nice. So it's not cheap at all. And it's just straight up keyboard. That's it. You don't have all your buttons and stuff up here. Just straight up keyboard. Your buttons over here on the left. So once you program it, you got everything set up. I mean, I love it. I love the sound of it. If I want to jam it, make it nice and loud, all I got to do is, and I got it through my amp. And the bass rings out. I mean, it sounds a lot better playing it through an external speaker. I would definitely recommend that. But, again, we're going to shut it off right now. Okay. Let me shut it off and show you with just the internal speaker that comes with it. And this is a small speaker, but it's great for, like, you know, if you're in the back seat of a car, or, you know, you got people in the other room. Hey, turn it down, turn it down. It's great for practicing just like this. You can actually hear yourself play. If you plug a headphone jack into this, it sounds great through the headphone jack as well. The external output is definitely what you want. Just get yourself a small amplifier. You could plug into just about anything that has a jack to plug into, and you'll probably sound great through it. What it does have that I do like is on the side here, it's got an audio input. So that means you could plug your cell phone, a cord that goes from your cell phone right into this, and play right along with your YouTube videos, or backing track. You got your phone output, which goes right to the amplifier. You got your sustain pedal, if you plug a sustain pedal into that. On-off switch, but this one right here, USB, MIDI. You could plug these in with different types of DAW programs for the internet that you can get on the internet. Reason would be one, Ableton Live, different ones like that, so you can record right through the MIDI or the USB right into a computer. It's definitely a nice keyboard for the price. I mean, it's not too expensive. It's available on Amazon, and I would highly recommend you get this if you're looking for something just to have around the house and jam with. Or let's say you have a kid that's interested in playing the piano or the keyboard, and you're not sure how interested they are in it. Get them something like this before you go out and get a real high-end expensive one. This thing does just the same stuff. And it sounds great. So this is the Vangoa VKG8600. This is their logo right on the middle C here. Kind of looks like a bass clef note, the Vangoa. And I hope to bring you some other instruments from the Vangoa as well.